Oh, peace, God. Oh, shit. I hope you can see me well, man. So I got it on 8K now. So I think it zooms in when it's on 8K. But when I get my 8K TV, it'll be cool to look back on these videos. Oh, this one's over here, but peace, God. It's Buddha back again with another banger video in the sunlight. In this park near my house. I wanted to give a life update. It's October 9th, 2022, full moon in the Ravati Nakshatra in Sidereal, Pisces. And yeah, I'm gonna give like a rundown of my day, I guess, first. So, firstly, I woke up pretty late because yesterday I slept like pretty late because if I'm not eating the right stuff, it's like I'm realizing like it kind of overpowers my conscious thought and like my mind is just like derailed. So anyway, I slept like pretty late. I woke up around like 10. Cleaned my room a bit. Listened to this web dev YouTube video. Then I earthed a bit. I exercised for like 30 minutes. Took a shower, washed my hair. The thing about washing my hair, so I'm thinking I'm like 2 years and like 9 days, I believe, or something like that. 2 years around here. So no, it's 2 years and like 20 Sundays. It's something like that. I'm coming to like next month. No, 2 years and 9 months, I believe. So I'm coming on like the three-year mark. So the next video I post will be like the 3-year mark. But the thing is, right? So like I use Dr. Bronner's, right? Like the Dr. Bronner soap. And it's cool, like every full moon and new moon I wash it, right? But I gotta start like actually like using aloe in it as well, because sometimes it be feeling like dry. And because the thing is, like I was being extra conservative because last time on my freeform lock journey, I moisturized too much and there was like a lot of buildup in my hair. So this time I didn't really like use any like moisturizer, but I'm realizing like I gotta start using like aloe vera again at least, because that's not going to really mess it up too much. And usually people with freeform locks they use aloe vera. And I need to start about like new products. There's a site called like Free the Roots, Free the Roots, I believe. And it's more centered towards people who have locks and free from locks. So I'm gonna buy that in the future. And plus, I gotta get a new shower filter, bro. Cause like every time I step into the shower, like I feel like when toxins are around me, I start to spit like automatically. So I have a shower filter, but I guess like it's not working or it's old. So I gotta buy like a new one because it's getting irritating, bro. Like every time, like I really feel the toxins, and even while I just got done meditating, even while I'm meditating, like I feel like the toxins inside my fucking head. So it's getting really irritating. So I gotta get a new shower filter as well. So like a new shower filter and like getting like more products that are based on like free from locks and getting more aloe vera. So after that, I could like put some in my hair after that. Yeah. So then my morning routine: took a shower, meditated. That was pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty much it so far. I'm about to go back inside. I'm about to read Sold to Be Sold by Grant Cardone that I'm gonna like eat. So sad because like I bought fruit when I came back from West. Like I think it was my last video actually. I got this huge fruit haul. I bought like a ton of fruit, a ton of salads, but only last like a week and a half. And I really gotta I'm excited for when I have my own space because I feel like I have more like storage space. You feel me? Because I couldn't even stack that much salads in the fridge. But the cool thing about being in the cold environment, you can like I remember last November I did it. I kind of just like left the salads near like the fucking door because it's like so cold. So salads like stayed cool. So I may do that in the future. But it's been irritating because like my fruit kind of ran out a little bit. The salad kind of ran out. So now I'm just eating like normal like starches and greens like fucking spaghettis and all that stuff. And it's like it's so irritating. I've been on this like I've been on this for how long? But the main thing that's been like irritating me, I've been like actually very like frustrated and like very angry. I'm tired of like being in the same fucking area, bro. It's like I'm in this literally the same like area and environment as like kind of the first few videos I posted. It's like I'm in the same area. I'm like 23. I live with like my mom and like our dog, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm very, very frustrated. I'm realizing, like, the only thing that could kind of elevate me out of it is, like, jump into the next tax bracket, bro. And, like, career and business have been, like, my primary focuses now. Oh, the other big news. So I was a part of this other, like, business Amway, but like I kind of ended up leaving it because I found my friend brought me a new business opportunity that looks phenomenal. It looks fucking, like, it looks wonderful, and I'm gonna like post it more in the future. I'm probably like vlog. Wait, still recording? Cool. I'm probably like vlog my experience because they have like organic, non-GMO, vegan products, bro, and like that's literally me. Like that's literally my life. So when I get the products and when I start to like sell them and everything like that, I'm gonna definitely like post my experience because it's really looking really nice, bro. It's looking really nice, and I'm gonna like integrate that into my diet as well. You know, fruit is like will always be my major focus, right? But if you could have like raw products, right, that could also help you, like why not? You know, instead of going to like a supermarket and like buying greens from like God's nowhere, how about like I buy a product that I could use and also build like an asset and like sell to people as well. So I'll be posting that in the coming weeks. I should be starting with them on like the 15th, so you'll get to see like the whole experience. But yeah, back to the like the career thing. It's like I really got to like hop to the next bracket, bro. I'm so tired of just being in the same environment and having to like, it's like I'm in the same environment. And like even my mentor from Amway before I left, she was saying that as well. She was like, "Oh, you went to like Woodstock, you had the time of your life, but you have to come back to your mundane life, and it's like the same exact stuff. What did you really do?" And I'm like, "Fuck." So like this money stuff is what I'm going to be focused on like a lot more, because like I feel like I have enough like health and spiritual like grounding to like always sustain me, because my practice is pretty solid. I took a few things out, I add a few things here and there, but I feel like I have a deep enough sadhana or spiritual practice. That's what like the yogis and monks call their spiritual routine, their sadhana. I feel like I have a deep enough sadhana, but I'm looking for a more so a business sangha. So the Buddhists and the Hindus, like their sangha is basically like their spiritual community. So I'm looking for more so like a business sangha and like a entrepreneurial sangha, and like so I'm learning like coding, right? But now I'm becoming a lot more adamant on it because I work like 40 hours a week. So it's like outside of work, especially last week. Like last week it was crazy, bro. I had meetings like literally like every single day, like probably every single day last week. After work I had meetings, both like real estate, the Amway meetings oriented, and this new like opportunity. I had meetings for all three of them after work. So it's kind of like I don't even know how I put it off. People speak about like time management. It's kind of crazy because you really adjust no matter how much you do or don't have to do. I feel like the human experience is very malleable. But yeah, I got to start studying more, bro. And it's like I'm at a point where I don't even, not that I don't want to talk to people, but it's like I really like, because I have friends who I keep up with here and there, friends who be posting stuff I'll be posting on social media. But it's like at this point, if it's not about like helping me like get to a higher state in life, bro, like after this video, look up Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? I feel like I'm kind of stuck on the first and second level, bro. Like all the stuff I want to do, all the places I want to go, the big aspirations I have in life, it's like I need like the financial backing to do all that. And it's like if I just keep, it's crazy because this weekend Sunday, like literally 2 or 3 separate friends, well they'll probably watch this. One of my friends, Maurice, at like he's in New York, but he was saying like he wanted me to go to like this animal sanctuary where he had invited me. And then my friend Clear, she was having like a sound healing, and it's like, of course it's like beautiful and I do like when they go, but then it's like, bro, like I'm trying to ascend, bro. I'm trying to like, because I feel like in spirituality, like I feel like I'm set, but in terms of like finances, bro, I need to get to the peak, because it's like, all right, so I feel like also the consciousness of the person who has the money kind of shifts what they do with the money. Like if you give a very mundane and materialistic person money, they're just going to like kind of perpetuate that energy. You feel me? They're just going to like waste it more or less, right? But if you give a person that is like health conscious, spiritual minded, health minded, right? If you give them money, you're going to see a ton of fucking gardens and like orchards next week. And that's like the reality that I'm trying to like create. Because I can't be saying I want like acres on acres on acres, right? And I want land and land. And it's like I don't have the financial back and forth. Like it's like almost like I'm like a laughing stock, or I'm like the boy who cried like wolf and shit. So my main priorities now, right? Like studying on all my free time, front end web development to get myself into that career bracket. And like they start around like 60K and like they end around like 150K or like whatever, right? It's around that range. No, actually it's like, so the low end is like The entry level is like 60K. The high end is like 120 or 130K, right? But regardless of where I get in, I'll still be making like 2 or 3 times what I'm making now, right? So that's the primary focus, right? And then also data science and blockchain engineering, right? So my friend's a data scientist. Shout out to Amani. I hope she's watching this. But yeah, she's a data scientist. She has been inspiring me with her journey. And like data scientists and blockchain engineers, they're more or less the top of the top in tech right now. Like entry level, they're making like 150K if you're a blockchain engineer or a data scientist, right? And it's like, bro, I'm like, you don't even have to. So all right, imagine this. If I had to study for like 6 months or a year, right? And I could triple my fucking income. And then after that, I could think about, okay, now, because shout out to Robert Kiyosaki, but there's employed, self-employed, business owner, investor, right? And usually most people are employed. Most people just working normal jobs. Jobs are never really ideal because you're always getting the short end of the stick. Even if you're like making a lot of money, you're still trading a lot of time. So it's always the short end of the stick, right? So there's employees, right? So at least if I want to, of course, the ideal is to move to the business quadrant and then the investor quadrant, right? But if you're going to leave a quadrant, I feel like it's easier if you're making a lot of money. Because if you're making 150K as an employee, it's a bit easier to transition to self-employed, right? And if you're making that as self-employed, it's a bit easier to transition to business owner with a team. And once you have a team, it's a bit easier to translate to investor. So this is how I'm thinking about it. It's like a gradual stepping stone. Of course, a job is not ideal, but if I'm making a job that's like 2-3 times what I'm making now and like what 10% of like Americans make, I'm pretty good. Like at that point I could buy land. At that point I could travel to Africa. At that point I could travel any fucking where because I'm working online. So that's my vision. Just studying outside of work, because now I'm working, it's like a survey company. Basically like I'm calling people throughout the day. It's like very mundane. And the cool thing I like about it is very flexible. So the minimum I can work is 20 hours. The maximum I can work is 40 hours, right? And like I've been kind of working 40 hours since I started, right? But it's like even the first check I got, I was like, what is that? That's cool, that's cute. But nah, bro, we gotta do better because I know my worth and I know I'm worth well, like much more. So after these, probably the next couple of weeks, my next couple of checks, whatever, to see how like after I pay off all my bills and my like rent and like my phone bill and all that stuff, right? And like start up my business or whatever, like fund that asset. I may like gradually bring it down to like 20 hours a week, and then like the rest of the week I'm like studying like 8 hours a day, like no cap, because it's like we got to do better, bro. Like I got to do better because it's like I'm so like you will see. But all the stuff I want to do, it'll just help a lot more if I have a financial back, and so that's been very pertinent in my mind. And also in terms of like confidence and self-esteem and the marriage game, right? So I want to get married, bro. I'm not like, I really want to, it's still going lit. So I want to get married. I'm very adamant on this. I want to get married, bro. I'm going to have multiple wives, multiple children, a ton of land, and a ton of properties, right? But to get to that point, so in general, right, the dating, the social market value, the dating game, right, for like men and women, it's very interesting. Because I'll be studying this stuff, right? And usually women, the more beautiful you are, the higher your value, right? And usually with men, the more successful you are, the higher your value, right? That's usually how it goes, right? And I always laugh at older women who look down upon younger women for looking like using their looks and like personality and charm and beauty to get men. And I always laugh at younger men when they talk down on older men using their power and influence and confidence and business acumen and finances to get women. Bro, that's how Mother Nature made it, bro. I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. So me, I'm gonna get married and multiple times with multiple women, right? And I need money for that. So me, I'm like gauging like that's all in my calculation, because I'm like, okay, if I'm making 150K a year, if I'm making 200K a year plus, it's a lot more realistic for me to have a wife and multiple wives. But me, I feel like when I speak now, it's almost like I speak too big. Because it's like, what? I remember even telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I want to get married. She's like, what? How are you going to get married? Marriages in like the U.S. cost like 30K. I don't think I'm going to have like a standard marriage regardless, but it's almost like I'm speaking as if, like in my head, I'm like 44 with 40 acres, 4 million, 4 wives, and like 40 kids. In my head, that's where I'm at. And it's like, it's almost like I have like whiplash all the fucking time, because I'd be speaking as if I'm there, but People are like, what? Like, you're like 23 living at your mom's house. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, chill out. But it's like, I know, but let me, it's not, people speak as if I could still reach that point, you know? If that's my goal in life, then let me reach that, bro. Let me achieve that. So that's why the finances I'm focused on like a lot more. These next several years, like, I don't want to say I'm gonna disappear, but bro, like, if it's not about my career, my business, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Oh God, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Even like traveling, because of course, like Woodstock, I love Woodstock, and I want to travel to the other fruit fest. But then again, I probably just delay that for a couple years and just like tunnel vision and be underground, building my asset, building my business, selling, building a team, building my career, networking, selling. Like, bro, like that's really like the focal point now. Like everything else is kind of like, it's almost gonna like blur out. You feel me? You know when like you're zooming in and like a camera in and out? It's like I'm zooming into like what I want and like everything else is a blur. Cause people are like, oh yeah, let's hang out, let's chill. We could chill and build a business, bro. We could chill and build an asset, bro. We could chill and like build a fucking legacy. I'm tired of just like chilling to chill, bro. Like what the fuck are we chilling to chill for? Like people just, and the thing is like people, I feel like people should enjoy themselves, but if you're in a very deprived, poor state, I don't feel like that's the time to be chilling, bro. That's the time to be studying and fucking building, bro. Because I'm not trying to be in the same state my whole life, bro. I really not. The way I visualize my future, I'm going to do it. And I will sacrifice a lot to reach that point, bro. I'm not playing. And it's a common theme I hear a lot of business people and entrepreneurs speak about. They always speak about the sacrifice you got to make. People speak about the Illuminati, how people be like sacrificing their friends and family. But it's like, it's not, it doesn't even have to be deep in like terms like a physical blood sacrifice. It doesn't be as deep as like not giving your time investment, not giving your energy to people who you know won't like help you build a legacy, bro. That's what I'm thinking about, bro. And it's deep. I'm serious, bro. Like I'm passionate about this stuff. I know. Is it still going? We still going, bro. 17 minutes. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, that's my focal point. And also like the whole dating thing, bro. At Woodstock, I like connected with like more women than I ever connected with in my life. Like it really was like surreal. But now it's kind of sad because it's like I really want to get like, I really want to have like the whole wholesome family, wives, children, laughs. That's really what I want. That's really what I want. And it's like, it's so sad because like a lot of people around, they're just like dating. I guess it kind of makes sense, you know, because I'm 23. People like, a lot of people did not think about marriage right now, right? They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about this partying and drugs and sex. That was cool, but like that was cool for like a little bit, bro. Like we did that shit in high school, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, don't you want to like build something? Don't you want to create something that fucking lasts for like, generations? Don't you want to create something that lasts for like decades? Don't you want people to write fucking autobiographies upon what you and your family contributed to this realm and universe? Like, not even just the physical realm. I want like beings from other entities to be speaking about the stuff I do in this realm, bro. And shout out to Mother Earth, yo. I definitely want to have like I'm going to dive full throttle into the whole zero waste, environmentalism, solar panels, like like I'm like, because I want to contribute a lot to Mother Nature as well. It's not just like to make the money, but I want to be like a representation of like make the money and then plant a tree, bro. Build an orchard, bro. Build a greenhouse, bro. Water some plants, bro. Give back to Mother Nature, bro. Get back to Mother Nature. When I leave this realm, I wanted to say I contributed more to humanity and Mother Nature than I took. I want to be a reference point for a being that could be fully sovereign, fully financially abundant, but also take that abundance and sow it back into the earth. So then our children could sit in the shade of trees that we've planted decades before. In my journal, I gotta get back to my journal as well, because I'm kind of slipping up on my budget in my journal. But in my journal, I did this practice where I kind of wrote down my end of life goal. Like Bill Britt, this huge Amway pin. Shout out to like Bill Britt. When I'm a billionaire, I'm gonna shout him out. But he said you have to have not only goals for your life, but goals for your afterlife. So I wrote down my afterlife goals for this planet, and then I wrote down my life goals, then my yearly goals, then my monthly goals, my weekly goals, and my daily goals. And there was a huge disconnect, bro. I still got to go back and like rewrite it to see where is the disconnect at. But in terms of my life goals and my life vision, my life passion, like how I want like to lead, the impact I want to have on this planet, and what I'm doing on a daily basis, they're not like fully, like there's some part that's like they're not fully correlated. It's not fully correlated. Like on like the day to day, I should be like doing a practice that at my end of life I'm proud of. Like an example, when I said I want to have like thousands of acres and thousands of fruit trees, right? So an easy, simple thing I could do on the day to day or the weekly is like every check I could save up and budget to buy a sapling or a part of an acre, you know? That's a very like simple thing, but there's a lot of other things on that list that I gotta focus on more as well. And self-expression. I'm excited for when I have more money, because I feel like not to say I'm not myself, but like if you don't have your own space and you can't like I kind of want to like curate my character, you know? I kind of want to just like, you know how like video games you could like have different characters and they have like different types of clothes, and like you could like unlock certain like techniques and like clothes and shit, and like just sword, whatever, you could just unlock certain stuff. I kind of do that with my life. I want to be able to have like a room like full of like plants, full of crystals, have like very sustainable fabrics, but then also look like a business mogul, and then also have like a orchard, also have a yard, also have a huge like tech setup. What else? Also have like incense every day. Also have mantras playing every day. Have laughter and love throughout my family. Be inspiring the world to live a more eco-friendly, more vegan, more sustainable life, while also being loving themselves and being confident in themselves, being healthy and fit. That's what I visualize, bro. I'm gonna reach it. It's just now I feel like I'm in the root, you know, like the bamboo tree. To say like it's all the work is done underground for like years, and then in like 1 year it goes like 50 feet in like 1 year. That's kind of how I see myself. And like quote by Abraham. Well, I don't even want to quote him, but anyway, I'm gonna quote him, even though I'm not cool with it. Anyway, Abraham Lincoln, he said, if I had to cut down a tree, I'll spend the first 6 hours. If I had 7 hours to cut a tree, I'll spend the first 6 hours sharpening my axe and the last hour cutting it. It's kind of how I see myself now. That's why I'm not really sharpening myself, bro. Sharpen my intellect, my confidence, my physical form, my mental form, emotional form, EQ, IQ, finance, like financial Q, all that stuff. But yeah, man, I've been talking, but yeah, Noah, I appreciate you, man, because it's been like what, 23 minutes, bro. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your presence, and if you resonate, if you want to create like a similar reality, bro, like definitely connect with me, because that's the other thing. I know I'm not going to do this for myself, because the thing is, the vision is so big that I know that I'm gonna have to like let go of it, you know, because the vision goes like beyond me. It goes beyond me. Yeah, man, I love you, God. Appreciate your time, appreciate your presence, and I'm sending you auspicious energy. Bye.